They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my loot and kicked in my teeth. When the devil's horns minced our tender meat, so grab the Witcher, he can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your YouTuber. What's up, everyone? Happy Witcher Wednesday. We're back and we're going to be discussing some very, very exciting things today. In the Witcher world, we're getting a lot of great Witcher news lately concerning Season 2, and also some things that are going on in the Witcher universe. It seems that filming is going fantastic. We got some new costume updates, we got some character updates, and we got all sorts of cool things to talk about today. So thank you for joining me. Really, really, really excited to be here. I see a lot of awesome people in the chat, and I think we should probably do some shout outs, right? So let's scroll up here. I see Nicola was the first one in here. What's going on, Nicola? Anthony Shaddix, what's going on, my man? We have Rick Hoppy, the Maester of Coffee. What's going on, my dude? We also have Kate Bertinsky in the chat. We have Jacqueline Sandwich saying, hey, pals, happy to catch a Wednesday off work. That's sweet. Nice to see you in here, Jacqueline. Able to come chill with us. Really, really appreciate you coming to hang out. We have Jormungandr Loki-son. What's going on, my man? We have Amy Blackfire McQueen, she says to Kate. And we have Tinkerbell, one of our channel members who have hit that join button. Really, really, really appreciate that. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Let's get a mental health check going in chat, because it's been pretty crazy lately, right? It's been pretty crazy lately. Have you all been keeping up with the Witcher news? Is the question. Have we all heard of the exciting new posts that have been dropping over the past couple of days? We have new Geralt Armor that we're going to take a look at today. This is going to be really cool. We have a picture of Yennefer in shackles, which is interesting. We're going to talk about that because those shackles are particularly interesting in a plot point that we're going to discuss. And we got Ciri. Looks to be training at Kaer Morhen. So not a lot, but we're going to take what we can get, right? There hasn't been a lot to celebrate because The Witcher has been pushed back all the way until next summer. But we're going to take whatever we can get, right, chat? So really, really appreciate everyone coming to hang out. And yeah, just... oh, you get it. Buy a new video card, Anthony. That's sweet. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the article set up, and then we'll just jump into that, and we'll hang out. Boom. We'll go discuss all of this fun, awesome stuff. I'm going to put the link to Redanian Intelligence in the chat for you. There we go. This is where all the articles in the news is going to be for... just if you want to read through with me, if you want to see, I'm going to screen share everything so you'll be able to see everything. But just in case you all want to look at it on your own device, whether it's your phone or computer or whatever, I'll just post it another time here. News stuff here. There we go. So everybody has that. Boom. Also, you can find the link to my Witcher podcast in the description of the video, social media, all that if you want to point something out to me after the video today. Okay, so let's jump into it. Let's switch scenes here. And boom, there's some fun news that we're going to look at. There's Netflix reveals first look at Yennefer in The Witcher Season 2. Here's one of the two shots. I think those are some Nilfgaardian people in the background, perhaps. First official look at Freya Allen's new outfit. We have Freya here. We're going to go into each one, by the way. We're going to start off with Geralt first because I like going back in time and kind of going to not the most recent piece of news, but the past couple of days ago. We'll start off with the news that was there. We have the official Witcher Season 2 synopsis, so that's pretty cool. And then we also have Netflix is reportedly considering a Witcher spin-off focusing on mages. So we're going to talk about that too. So but we'll get into this one last because that's kind of separate from the Witcher Season 2 news. It's a little bit different. So we'll start off with this. Gravemaster. And I'll post this in the chat for everyone just in case again. Here we go. Boom. All right. Henry Cavill reveals Geralt's new Season 2 look for The Witcher. It has been a long time since, and this is Gravemaster that has written this article, it has been a long time since we've had any official news about the second season of Netflix's The Witcher, and now we have been blessed with the new look of Geralt's new armor that was shared by the lead star, Henry Cavill. So, you can find this on his Instagram page. I'm going to open this up and share this for you so you can go check it out in the chat. Boom. And here we go. Geralt of Rivia, new armor. What do we think, chat? What are our first impressions of this? Henry Cavill is absolutely jacked, by the way. You can kind of see the abs here. That's very kind of reminiscent of some like Batman armor. It's like Batman-esque, but like Henry Cavill is absolutely jacked. He's jacked. He's in really good shape. He looks like he got even bigger in the off season. Like that looks pretty tight fitting. You know what I mean? So Anthony says, looks like leather. Beast mode, says Yormi. Okay. That is, I think, a positive impression. So Yormi likes the armor. Awesome studding for the stud. I love it. Kate Bertensky has the eyes emoji with the drool emoji. Nicola says it looks like badass dragon armor. Rick Hoppy says badass. Anthony Shattuck says, when you said Yennefer and James, I wonder if involved the unicorn. Oh, you stop being naughty. I'm going to time you out, Anthony, for being horny in chat. Armored Conan the Barbarian. So yeah, this is one shot of Geralt here, his new armor, and then here's another shot. Boom. Well, you know what we'll do is we'll go on Twitter too, because Lauren Hisrich, she's been posting all this stuff, and we'll go because I think she has more HD. Like, there's a better look at it here. So it looks a little bit different. On the other side, it, of course, has the crest that Renfrew gave him. And look, you can see some beast claws on the armor. So that's a nice little touch. Can y'all see that? It's like three claw marks there. And then we can probably zoom in here. Okay, now it's not doing what I wanted it to. But yeah, so it looks really cool. And you can see, if you look down here, you can see all sorts of different potions, which is really sweet. So yeah, that looks really cool. And yeah, it looks great. And where do we think he is, by the way? I think that's Kaer Morhen in the background. I think Geralt is at Kaer Morhen. What do we think about that? Location, right? So yeah. I think he's at Kaer Morhen. It looks like it could be there. It would make sense since we're going to see Kaer Morhen a lot next season. Zoom in on those abs, Amy says, lol. Horny jail for everyone in chat, by the way. I love it. So yeah, also, like I said, Renfrew's Brooch is still there on the sword on the other side. Redanian intelligence is also speculating that it could be Kaer Morhen. Amy, you never really control yourself. Are we being honest here? The Bandersnatch says the armor is awesome, but I question the exaggerated abs. Yeah, some people are not like super thrilled about the abs part. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, we'll take whatever we can get. It's just like not a huge deal, but I mean, we're not getting The Witcher Season 2 until next summer, right? So this is sweet. So there's not much else on that. We'll move to Ciri next. We'll do the synopsis after we've taken a look at all the costumes, and then we'll check out the other spin-off that possibly could happen with Netflix. All right, it's living. First look, official look at Freya Allens, and we'll go to Lauren Hisrich right too. She's got and we'll take a look because they're zoomed in on Twitter. So I'll grab this for everyone. I'll post it in chat for y'all. And then we'll go back to here. All right. First official look at Frey Allen's new outfit. So it says yesterday we got the new, so this was posted yesterday, by the way, and this is the day before that. We saw Henry Cavill. On Monday, they revealed Henry Cavill's new outfit. Behold the first official look at Frey Allen as Ciri clad in a new Witcher-esque outfit in the courtyard of Kaer Morhen. She is holding a practice sword and looks ready to give Witchers a run for their money. So we got this, the practice sword, and that. So yeah, let's go take a look. Man, oh my God. I love this. Oh my, this is, chat, this is getting me absolutely stoked for how badass Ciri is going to become. Being trained by Eskel and friggin' Geralt and Vesemir. Oh my God. Major Daenerys vibes, Kate says. Okay, I could dig that. Hey, Gabby. Hey, Kyle. A lot of love from London. Happy to be live with you for the first time. Everybody, let's welcome Gabby in the chat, by the way. Yormi says, White Wolf, psh, more like the White Dire Wolf. Yeah, her hair looks awesome, right? I wonder if she'll get like a similar, like, I mean, she doesn't really have a caretaker per se. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of dudes at Kaer Morhen, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what female characters show up at Kaer Morhen, right? Because, I mean, is Geralt going to do Ciri's hair? No. Welcome, Gabby. Thanks for showing up. And thank you, everyone. If you're not participating in the chat and you're just listening, that's cool too. I lurk all the time in podcast live streams and I don't type anything in the chat. So even if you aren't typing in the chat and getting hype, I still appreciate it. So yeah, this is the first look at, I mean, oh man, this gets me so friggin' excited. And then we have the practice sword. It's not much, but one thing that we should consider, it's getting a little bit cold in Kaer Morhen. So that's going to be really cool. We know that Geralt and Ciri going to Kaer Morhen and training Ciri is going to be a very, very big plot point in season 2 and going beyond. So that's going to be super fun. And I think that, you know, this is probably one of the plot points that people are most looking forward to. People that have read the books and play the games really love Kaer Morhen, but specifically the book plotline. I think people are really excited about this. And, you know, it's great because we got 3 main POVs in the show. We have Ciri, we have Geralt, and we have Yennefer. And to have, we didn't, you know, obviously the first season established more of a timeline of what was going on. We had people in different locations. We have kind of what similarly happened with Game of Thrones in season 8, where a lot of characters are starting to come together. Of course, Yennefer is somewhere else, and we're going to talk about that. But now we're going to have more of these characters get centralized together in one plot, and that's going to be really interesting. How all the dialogue goes. It's going to make for really exciting TV. I think that they're really going to, you know, learn from the things that went well in season 2 and try to improve on those and learn from their mistakes as well. You know, I love how badass she looks. What does everybody think? Everybody likes this outfit? Gotta love that shift from golden blonde to more white silver blonde. Look at her eyes, right? Oh yeah, she looks fierce as hell. Pure badassery. I mean, she's going to take after her daddy, Geralt, her real dad. She looks more adult than in season 1. Yeah. Freya's pretty young, right? So that's going to be interesting to see as well. Jacqueline says, that would be cute, though, Geralt treating her hair like ropes or knots or something. Yeah, I mean, he is essentially her caretaker now, right? I mean, now that Calantha is gone, law surprise, destiny, all of these things are happening, and they're only going to be accentuated and built upon more as we get, you know, and deeper into the seasons. Is going to be great. So yeah, that's what we have there. And then we're gonna, oh my God, we got to talk about this one, chat. I'm super excited about this. Probably the pictures I'm most excited. I'm a huge Yennefer stan. You guys know that I love Yennefer. Anybody talks negatively about Yennefer gets this.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room.
If you don't like Yennefer, you're gonna have to deal with Sandor Clegane, my friends. All right. So I'm just going to grab this article for you. We're going to go in there. Hero of Rodden got this one. I'll post it in chat for everyone so you can follow him. If Daenerys and Arya had a lost love child that would be Ciri, that's pretty sweet, actually. Yeah, season 2 is going to be more concise. The Bandersnatch has already been confirmed. So, okay, we're gonna go and check this out. And I'm just going to adjust this here. Netflix reveals, and this was just this morning, by the way. This was just dropped this morning. Really exciting. New pictures of Yennefer, okay? Production has been ramping up the second season of Henry Cavill's fantasy drama The Witcher, and following a series of links, Netflix has chose to grace us with the official screenshots of the show's 3 main characters. It began with Cavill, who was wearing the beautiful new armor as we saw, as it says. Also, Ciri training in Kaer Morhen, and Anya Chalotra's Yennefer of Vengerberg. Though the central character's fate was left a mystery at the end of season 1, it seems that Yennefer has managed to survive the Battle of Sodden. That being said, we do expect there to be some serious ramifications for Yennefer's magical showcase. That much chaos is sure to take its toll. So one thing that's super interesting, and we're going to go on Twitter here. First, here's Yennefer. She's definitely banged up, right? Is that a rope? Like, I'm really interested in that there. Because this, all right? Okay, so that's part of her outfit. Looks like rope, but look at this. You guys know what this is? Is that if anybody in chat can name what these are, I'd be really excited and hyped. These are not just any shackles, by the way. These are not just any shackles, chat. These are Meridian Shackles, which, if put on a mage, can actually subdue the use of magic. So I wonder, who's captured Yennefer of Vengerberg? Who do we think has captured Yennefer? I don't want to spoil. I've read the book, so I know what's going to happen here. These are Meridian Shackles. Yes. Yes. These are not just any shackles, anyone. And she's going to have trouble using her magic. Now, there have been instances of super powerful mages and sorceresses having been able to still use magic or break free from Meridian Shackles. But it's a pretty big deal. This is a pretty big deal. So this is, yeah, they are. Bandersnatch has it right. Magical suppression shackles is exactly what they are. Now, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone in chat who hasn't read ahead. But there could be a few people that have her imprisoned. I'll let you guess in chat, but I'm not going to give you an answer. I'll give you facial expressions to tease. Philippa Eilhart, says Nicola. That's an interesting guess. So Nicola says Philippa. That's interesting. Who's imprisoned Yennefer? Who do we think is imprisoning Yennefer? Ooh. Yormi says the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Okay. Emperor of Nilfgaard's a possibility. Huh. Yormi says Vilgefortz? That's interesting, considering he's another mage. It's going to be really interesting to see because I think that, like we had with Game of Thrones, they are going to bring some plot points forward from the third book. The second book and the third book. And I don't necessarily know how, because there's going to be one timeline now. But I think that some plot points will be moved forward because Codringer and Fen have also been rumored to be in season 2, right? And we know that Blood of Elves is the first main novel of the series, not the short story. Last Wish, of course, was a big part of the Last Wish was in the first season. Of course, we got Blood of Elves stuff in the first season. Then we got some sort of Destiny stuff. There's still going to be some sort of Destiny stuff in season 2. But it's going to be interesting to see because just based on some of the things we're seeing, they are going to, I think, be moving some of the plots forward. Anthony, now there was pictures that we did cover on a previous live stream of Yennefer being with elves as well. So that's another possibility. Because we do know we're going to be getting Phil Evangel and the elves and all of these other important characters. We got to know that the continent is deeply divided, like the world is at the current moment. So the elves maybe, says Bandersnatch. Yeah. So pretty interesting. I don't want to spoil it just in case for anyone that hasn't followed through on that. By the way, we are going to be starting Sword of Destiny on the podcast. A surprise. Is it 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks? Very, very soon. We finished The Last Wish. So you can go check that out. All the link to our podcast episodes are in the description of the video. I always encourage people to read along with us. We do a chapter by chapter short story analysis, at least for the short stories, until we get done with Sword of Destiny. We'll probably change our format for when we get to Blood of Elves and we start getting into the main novel series. But I highly recommend, if you want to learn more about the Witcher series, Aziz from History of Westeros, who you may know, and Mikal from Vassals of Kingsgrave. Two great content creators from the A Song of Ice and Fire fandom, if you do know them. My podcast co-hosts, love that I have two amazing co-hosts. We do a Witcher podcast just in case anyone's interested, and we're going to be going over a lot of stuff that you're going to be seeing, pretty much everything. And we are going to be doing, by the way, we do have a book only podcast, of course, but we are going to be doing some show stuff too when the show comes back. So I know some people have been asking about that, and yeah, we're definitely going to be covering it. So yeah, pretty interesting, right? So we got a couple of pictures. We just scrolled through. We got Geralt. We'll just go through. That one's not as great, but here, of course, we got Geralt in his new armor, and we got a picture of him with his sword on his back. I think this is most likely Kaer Morhen. Then we have Ciri, definitely at Kaer Morhen. I think that this could be like Geralt saying, "Hey, you ready to duel me, Ciri? You better be fucking ready." And she's like, "Bitch, I'm gonna slap you." So I think Geralt and Ciri, that's gonna be interesting. Of course, there's gonna be many Witchers training Ciri, and then we have Yennefer and Meridian Shackles, and yeah, here after the Battle of Sodden, we do see some fire, so that's really interesting. I don't know. This could be with the elves. This could be with Nilfgaard. Could be a bunch of different scenarios. So yeah. That's that for the new pictures. Pretty exciting, though. But there's still more news to talk about. Chat, shall we cover the other news that has been out for The Witcher? We got some more Season 2 Witcher news. And we also got some new Witcher Prequel news. Apparently, they are working on... So not only do we have a Nightmare of the Wolf, which is going to be an anime focusing on Vesemir's backstory. That's going to be coming out the soonest, I believe. I don't know if it's this holiday season or early 2021. That's coming soon. Then we also have Blood Origin, which is going to be about the conjunction of spheres and all of that. The elves, the very first Witcher. Of course, they are looking to cast Jason Momoa as the lead for that one. So that's really exciting. They haven't signed him yet. But if they get Jason Momoa, instant credibility. I mean, he was fantastic as Khal Drogo. He's in Dune. He's Aquaman. I mean, Jason Momoa is badass. He can do comedy. He can do serious roles. I'd be super happy to get him as the very first Witcher. But they're also, this would be a third prequel, everyone. They want to do one about the sorceresses and mages. So that is super exciting. We'll talk about that one last. Or we're already talking about it now. We'll talk about the season 2 synopsis for The Witcher after this. So Netflix is reportedly considering a Witcher spinoff focusing on the mages. Witcher Cinematic Universe, like Marvel Cinematic Universe, but Witcher Cinematic Universe for Netflix. What do we think about that? Because Disney Plus is kind of going to be doing the same thing with Star Wars, right? They're going to do The Mandalorian. They're thinking about doing an Ahsoka Tano spinoff, which is super interesting. They want to do some Cassian Andor. They want to do him. They might do some other spinoffs with some other Star Wars characters. So Disney kind of has this framework in place for their new Star Wars franchise, right? They have this kind of like Mandalorian cinematic universe going on, or Star Wars cinematic universe going on with TV shows for Star Wars. And that's big because The Mandalorian was very, very popular for season 1, as was The Witcher, though, right? Everybody's kind of searching for their own Game of Thrones. We know that House of Dragon is going to be actually filming soon. I believe at the end of this year. We'll talk about that on channel 2 because that's some pretty big news, and I'm sure some people want to hear about that. But Witcher Cinematic Universe, another spinoff like this, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get, right? And I think this is really exciting. It shows that, I think it just shows a commitment to telling all of these different Witcher stories, right? It's exciting. It means that the internal numbers they saw from the success of The Witcher Season 1, very good, right? And you can even search them up on Google. Like I search Google Trends, of course, when I'm doing videos and stuff like that. I try to see topics that are researched and stuff like that. You know, you want to see what people are talking about, and you want to talk about big news, of course, in the movie and TV industry. But here it is. Henry Cavill's The Witcher on Netflix just had its first season, but all signs point towards an expansion of the franchise in its not so distant future. After a production break due to COVID-19 pandemic, the second season is currently being filmed in the UK, and a third season may already be greenlit. Apparently, it's already greenlit. So we're at least getting 3 seasons of The Witcher. I think we're getting 7 or 8. Moreover, the streaming giant has also 2 spinoffs in the works: the animated Nightmare of the Wolf, which is going to focus on Vesemir, which we talked about, and Blood Origin, a live-action prequel about the conjunction of spheres and elves and magic and all of that. Apparently, Netflix is far from done, already considering other possible spin-offs. News reaching us via insider Daniel Rickman. The one such project could focus on the mages of the Witcher world, specifically the witches and sorceresses, while the emphasis is on considering. Nothing yet is confirmed. This opens up some interesting possibilities to explore the long history of magic on the continent. So really cool. I think this is amazing. I mean, I'd be super hyped. I mean, the female leads they've picked for The Witcher, the casting has been great. So I'm really happy about that. Anya Chalotra has been fantastic as Yennefer. We, of course, had Jodie May as Calantha, who played Maggie the Frog in Game of Thrones. Yormi, I have to hit it.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth...
Don't you dare say shit like that in the chat. I just hope Netflix doesn't pull a Mark Polo on Frontier and kill the show before it's finished. I will not...
Shame.
Yormi, I will not tolerate negativity in the chat right now. It's 2020. We've already had enough suffering, my man. Please, no. Yormi, no. We need positivity, Yormi. But anyways, really interesting. We know that Blood Origin is going to be set 1,200 years before the birth of Geralt. Now, the facts, I mean, it's just so interesting that they're considering even more spin-offs.
Did we just become best friends?
Okay, Yormi. Here.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
To make up for my shaming you. The wall of hype must return for the Game of Thrones prequel. It could. It could. Okay. Amy Blackfire has something to check out for us. Oh my God. Okay, I'm copying this. Chat, you want to see something funny? Did you just make this meme now? No horny allowed. Maybe just a little horny. No horny. Looking at pics of Geralt from season 2. Oh my God. That's great. You're killing me, Amy. You're making me laugh. I still love you, Yormi. I'm just fucking around with you. So, this is, by the way, this is Amy in the chat, everyone. Looking at the new pics of Geralt from The Witcher. No horny allowed. Maybe just a little horny. Bonk! No horny. Thanks for sharing that. So, yeah, really exciting news. More prequel. I mean, Witcher Cinematic Universe. That's what I'm thinking. I think they could pull it off. Oh, you stole it? Love it. So what does everybody think about the possibility of, do you think that would be spreading it thin? Do you think that's too many Witcher projects? Because we have The Witcher, the original series. Then we have the animated movie, which is going to be like, 90 minutes or something like that. Maybe 2 hours. And then we're going to have a six-part Blood Origin prequel. Probably like 1 hour, something around 1 hour episodes, right? So what do we think of another prequel focusing on the mages and sorceresses? I'm really interested to hear everyone's thoughts on that. Yeah, I hear you, Bandersnatch. I've done a lot of less content this year. I've been trying to take care of my mental health. Not gonna lie, it's been a pretty crazy year. But hey, the show's got to go on, right? Mandalorian comes back on the 30th of this month. We'll be doing episode reviews for that. But there has been a lot of really good Witcher news lately, Bandersnatch. And I highly recommend Redanian Intelligence. Like I'll put this link in the chat for you so you can just check out everything you want. And I highly recommend everyone in chat. Like this is the best spot for reliable Witcher news. It reminds me a lot of Watchers on the Wall, Winter is Coming. It's like that the Witcher's version of that, this website. I think they couldn't overdo it as long as they stay true to the original as much as possible. Like if it's like one season, it's kind of cool, right? Like an anthology. It would be interesting. Anthony says it would be interesting to see more of how the mythology works in the world. Of course, we're going to get that with Blood Origin because we're going to get the conjunction of spheres. How, of course, it's very much like if you watch the Thor movies, you know how there's all the different realms. There's Asgard and there's Niflheim and Muspelheim. The Witcher verse is kind of like that. And that's what the conjunction of spheres are, is when all of the different realms, they overlap on each other and it allows for monsters to enter the continent, right? All of these beings from different realms and stuff like that. It allows magic to be heightened, right? A period of heightened magic. So people are pretty stoked about it. Lots of possibilities. Jormungandr says, who's your most anticipated Witcher character, be it hero or villain? I'm really interested to see who they cast as Regis. Regis is one of my favorite characters. Really interesting to see who they'll pick as Regis. Oh, geez. There's really quite a few. I mean, I'm obviously excited to see how Vesemir is going to be pulled off, right? Kim Bodnia is going to be playing Vesemir. I think those are the probably two I'm really looking forward to. Philippa's another one. Philippa's another character that's super interesting that I think hopefully we'll see soon. Asgard and Niflheim. Okay, horny jail.
Shame. Shame.
Oh man. Yormi's on fire today, actually. Khal Drogo versus Geralt? Oh my god. Genghis Khan would be Geralt. Geralt, my man. Geralt can use magic. He can use potions to be superhuman. I think Geralt would roll Khal Drogo, my friend. Khal Drogo is a simple mortal. Geralt kills stuff like Kikamoras and Strigas, which would definitely kill Khal Drogo. Yeah, okay. So Yormi says, more like Geralt versus Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. I still think Geralt would win. Tinkerbell says, if Netflix takes turns on 3 new Witcher series and releases 10 episodes every 4 months, that would be great. Yeah, I know. I don't like, see, you know, one thing that I think that we could take into consideration is The Walking Dead having another show. Like, I stopped watching The Walking Dead after they screwed up the whole Negan storyline. I read the graphic novels, all of them. But, I mean, look at, there's going to be a period in between the new Game of Thrones show that we're getting, House of Dragon, right? So it's going to be interesting. I certainly wouldn't be opposed to more shows. I mean, that's more content to cover for the channel, more TV and movies to consume as a fan. I think those are positive things. Yeah, Geralt has a supernatural advantage. That's very true, Kate. I'm trying to think of like a fair match. Like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to think in Game of Thrones. I mean, I don't know. Night King. I'm trying to think of someone in a similar, you know, medieval type of setting that could take on Geralt. I mean, Geralt. Geralt. I don't know if anyone can really top Geralt. And then we got then we're going to like Marvel Cinematic Universe and shit like that. And that's just those there. I mean, like Hulk or Iron Man could certainly kill Geralt. I mean, like we're talking about into the future, like completely different settings, right? Kratos. Like if we're talking about like Kratos could probably beat Geralt. Boy. I'm super stoked for the next God of War game, though. And by the way, we got a PS5. Geralt versus the Mountain? I think Geralt would roll the Mountain easy. Geralt would roll the Mountain easy. He would just behead him. No signs, no potions. Geralt versus Jaime Lannister. That might be more accurate. We're going to get into some more news, everybody. So another spinoff is possible. And then we got this. Where is it? The official synopsis for... here we go. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I saw that in like 5 minutes in Canada too. But we're going to be playing some... And by the way, actually, really interested to hear in chat how many people play D&D or know of games like Baldur's Gate. I'm just curious to see in chat. Because yesterday, I got Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm thinking that could be a new game that we can start on the channel that could be like a long video series. Because that's something that's going to require a lot of that. Like I can play like a couple of different hours a night. And I thought about streaming that tonight. We could all make a character together. And then we can kind of have a journey together. But yeah, I got Baldur's Gate 3. I got that yesterday. It's early access right now. And that's another game that I'm really excited to play. It's D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, based off that. And yeah, but I'm super excited for the PS5. They're going to be remastering The Witcher 3 for that, by the way, upgrading it graphically. And we'll be getting a free copy of that since we already own The Witcher 3 on PS4. They're upgrading everyone. CD Projekt Red is amazing. But I already got Cyberpunk pre-ordered for the PS5. And I got Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I thought about getting Demon's Souls, but I don't want to overdo it because I think we're going to be playing a lot of Cyberpunk on the channel. That seems to be a lot of people are really excited about. But yeah, Baldur's Gate. I mean, I was playing it a little bit last night, but I thought about doing a playthrough for the channel. All right, so. Here we go. Official synopsis for season 2 of The Witcher. I'm going to take a drink of water here. My throat's a little dry today. All right. Comicbook.com have gotten their hands on the official synopsis of season 2. Here it is, folks. And did I put it in the chat for me? I'll put it in the chat again just to make sure you all have it. Here we go. I love D&D. I haven't really been active in playing it for years, but it would be cool because it would be like relearning it. You know what I mean? So, convinced Yennefer's life was lost at the Battle of Sodden, Geralt of Rivia brings Princess Cirilla to the safest place he knows, his childhood home of Kaer Morhen. While the continent's kings, elves, humans, and demons strive for supremacy outside its walls, he must protect the girl from something far more dangerous, the mysterious power she possesses inside. Woohoo! Oh, yes! That gave me chills. I don't know about you, chat. It says, for readers of Blood of Elves, the synopsis should come as no surprise. The only major deviation is that Geralt believes Yennefer is dead at Sodden Hill. A little bit of a spoiler there. So, really exciting, everyone, right? We got new armor for Geralt, new pictures of Geralt at Kaer Morhen. We got Ciri at Kaer Morhen. We got Yennefer and Meridian Shackles. And then we have some prequel news in this. I will read it again. Convinced Yennefer's life was lost at the Battle of Sodden, Geralt of Rivia brings Princess Cirilla to the safest place he knows, his childhood home of Kaer Morhen. While the continent's kings, elves, humans, and demons strive for supremacy outside his walls, he must protect the girl from something far more dangerous than the mysterious power she possesses inside. The Bandersnatch says, that's due to all the thirsting in the stream for this man. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, what we'll do now, chat, is we'll do an open discussion and we'll just hang out. How about that? We got another 15 minutes left in the stream. We can really talk about any topic, like Witcher topics. We can talk about anything, but I thought it would be cool to do some Witcher news today. And just to have some, positivity, right? This is positive. Production is going forward. We're getting confirmation that things are moving along right after a 6-month hiatus and not being able to film and stuff like that. So that's really good. Also, by the way, just in case you do want to support the channel, I will post some links in the chat. We got a new Fandom Media Patreon. I'm just going to post this in chat. And we're trying to get to 30, up to 30. I believe we're at 24 right now. So if you want to support the channel, sign up here. It really, really helps me continue making full-time videos. And also, Chad, it's pretty cool. We got a join button. We have 6 members. We'll get a 7th member. We get a new emoji. Currently, we have Hype Train, Ghost of Tsushima, Witcher. We have the Fox from Ghost of Tsushima, a Mandalorian helmet, and Baby Yoda. So if we get one more person hit that join button, we get another emoji, which is sweet. And if we get to 10, we get a second, so we get another emoji after that. So yeah, I do bonus content for the community page. If you want to sign up there, it's as low as $5 a month if you want to support the channel, or you can sign up on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. Great ways to support the channel. And of course, everybody that's supporting, really, really appreciate it. Every little bit helps. And yeah, thank you. Just really appreciate it. Amy says, I'm going to go walk by the lake and contemplate the meaning of life. See you all later, my friends. Thanks for joining, Amy. Really appreciate that. The one thing we are all wanting to know is, will Geralt make up with Jaskier? Best friends never stay mad at each other that long. Yeah, maybe they're doing it all this week. Maybe we'll get some more pictures. I think that we're only going to get these 3 though: Ciri, Yennefer, and Geralt. There might be more leaked pictures. It could be possible. I haven't checked. I didn't check Reddit or anything for the leaks for pictures. So I'm just following Redadian Intelligence and Twitter. But I think there might be more leaks. I don't know. I haven't checked. So there could be more pictures. They've released them Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, one each day. So maybe we'll get some more this week. And if we do, and if there's some really good ones like Jaskier and stuff like that, maybe some new characters, we can do another stream on Friday. What is everybody most excited for season 2, by the way? I'm curious. I'm really excited for the Kaer Morhen plotline, obviously. Man, you're on a roll today, my man. Will Yaskier wear his wonderful hat? And also, if you're enjoying this, we got 16 likes. We'll try to get to 20. I'm down for that. And thank you for everybody that liked this video. And of course, if you do want to see more content, like I said, I do have the link to the podcast as a surprise in the description of this video. Also, on my social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all we are going to be in the description of this video. And I do think I have a link for the. Do I have a link for the podcast as a surprise on Facebook? Here, let me go check that out. Podcast. We have our own Witcher group. Me, Aziz, and Mikau for a podcast. We talk about show stuff as well. I'm going to post that in the link in the description of the video for you guys. Put it in the chat so you guys can check it out. And yeah, if you haven't joined our group on Facebook, really cool community, super chill. We do updates, we do threads, we take questions that we sometimes feature on the podcast. And yeah, it's just super fun. Bandersnatch, I do not, unfortunately. Hope he's okay though. Genghis Khan. A couple of French guys made a tabletop RPG on The Witcher. Oh, very cool, Genghis Khan. Thanks for, I'll check that out. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. I don't usually allow links in the chat, but that's cool. Thank you. More questions. I'm excited for everything in season 2, says Tinkerbell. Jacqueline Sandwich says Geralt and Ciri interaction. Some funny stuff there. Yeah, some growing pains, I think. I'm mostly excited for all of it and the amazing tributes that are made afterwards. Okay, I love that, Yormi. Geralt and Ciri bonding has my interest the most, plus more Yennefer. We stand Yennefer, absolutely. I'm excited to see, you know what I'm actually excited to see that I really loved about season 1 is if they create more bangers like this.
Toss a coin to your
Witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your Witcher, friend of humanity. Thank you very much. If we get more songs like Toss a Coin, right? Like that's such an iconic song. They got to create more bangers for the other seasons, right? They have to. Like, chat, we got to agree on that, right? Iconic song. Excited to see more hijinks. The comedy in the Witcher book series is fantastic. Andrei Sapkowski is a huge troll and I love him. Gabby says, I'm really looking forward to seeing some more of the Elves Fallen World. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to be getting more of Philivandrel and his gang. Jacqueline Sandwich says, oh yeah, love the opportunity for some sing-alongs. Anthony Shaddix, they have a good excuse to make more awesome music. The Woven Storm. Yeah, that's probably my favorite. Your tender caress. Do, 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 what the stars know. Eyes wide open. I can't sing like all those good singers out there. I don't want to lose all of you in chat because of my singing. Come on. Did everybody have fun today? That's the most important question. Did everybody have fun in the chat today? That's the thing that matters to most to me. If you did, I'm happy. There's going to be so many great games for PS5. And just that are there's really so many games that are great. Like Genshin Impact is another one that came out, very much like Zelda Breath of the Wild, but people are calling it Waifu of the Wild because it's more anime characters. But everybody had fun today. Tinkerbell says yes. Okay, Yes, great stream as always, says Anthony. Kate Pertinsky says, yeah, too much fun, says Rick. Hell yeah, we did. All right, legitness. All right, Genghis Cal. I'm happy. This year has been really hard, but one thing I will say, as I don't try to talk about politics too much on the channel, but I do feel there's a big change coming. And I do think that towards the end of the year, things are going to get better. And I think next year is going to be a really good year. I do. I feel that this year was a pretty big struggle, and it's been a really interesting year, year without Game of Thrones. For me as a content creator, has been interesting for sure. A lot of changes for me. But also super excited for new challenges too, you know what I mean? And I think next year is going to be super exciting. There's going to be, all these amazing movies and shows that are pushed back to next year. There's not enough Kyles to cover the amount of content that there's going to be next year. So, and we're trying to get the gaming thing going. It seems like enough of you are interested for me to start Baldur's Gate 3, so I might do that. And the PS5, that's definitely going to be, every other day or daily thing. I haven't decided, but Cyberpunk, we're going to be playing that religiously. So, and with The Mandalorian coming back, be lots of videos on that, right? Episode reviews, we'll do trailer breakdowns. We're going to have some guests on the channel. I got some guests lined up for that. And yeah, it's going to be super fun. Ghost of Tsushima is also getting an update, as Yormi stated in the chat. Lots of flirting and horny jail will be welcomed.
Shame. Shame.
Hey, we gotta have some fun, right? We gotta have some small victories. I'll allow horniness in chat as long as it's not overboard. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. Really positive, fun stream, everyone. Not a ton to talk about, but I think that's a pretty good stream, right? I think all the costumes look amazing. Geralt's new armor looks amazing. Super excited for how fierce Ciri looks. Excited that they may be doing a Witcher cinematic universe. Another Witcher prequel is exciting. And yeah, the Witcher synopsis for season 2 looks great. Exciting. It looks like filming is going well. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood that nobody gets sick. Everybody is safe on set. We know that coronavirus is still a thing. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood for all of you. All of you stay safe out there. Sending love and positive vibes to you guys. And yeah, hope to see more of you guys in chat. It's been really fun today. I'm getting more and more excited to continue. It's been a hard year, but I'm getting some of that energy back, I'm getting some of that juice back, some of that hype back. So thanks everyone for joining today. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to put some outro music for you guys to listen to. I'm going to put the outro on. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe if you enjoy the content, of course. And check out all the links to my social media in the description of the video, Patreon, the join buttons in the description, and the link to my Witcher podcast with Aziz and Mikal in the description of the video. Thanks for joining, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.